Hello everyone, welcome to another video. We start this one off with a very bored looking Audi driver. We're stuck in traffic. It is quite heavy traffic in Epsom today. She's getting fidgety. She's looking around for something to play with, some gadget to touch. You know what's coming. There it is, the fateful mobile phone. Moving on to the next Audi driver. But before we get to that Audi driver, there's someone coming towards us that we need to look at first. Obviously, I've speeded it up because it is very, very heavy traffic at the moment. But here he comes in the lorry. Another one on his mobile phone.
And it only took me 30 seconds to get a quote from you buy any car.
You know what that means? We're getting a bigger car.
So now we go to the rear camera, back to the Audi. There we go, another mobile phone. This is all in about a quarter of a mile-ish of driving.
Professional driver though, that one. Can't get into the lane. How difficult is it?
So they really are the
Now this clip here, unfortunately you can't really see it that well. So I'm obviously at a roundabout. This van coming up behind me, I don't know what it's doing. It stops to look and then pulls out. There's cars coming. He's gone well beyond the line.
Where the fuck are you going, you fucking idiots? Swats.
And not only that, he was the one doing all the waving around as though they're doing something wrong. He stopped 3 motors there, 3 vehicles. He was about out there to stop them coming round.
Check out this month's real deals at sellcobw.com.
Now in this clip here, I'm turning right to heading towards Sutton train station. Quite a busy area. When I see this Audi coming towards me. Now I don't know whether he's trying to be cool, putting his hand out the window. You're supposed to have 2 hands on a steering wheel. You might need to use the other hand to indicate. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Did I say indicate? Indicate. An Audi indicating. Oh, I must have been out in the sun too long. I'm not happy with that. Let's go back. Let's start the clip again. I do try and keep this channel real and realistic, and that just isn't. So let's start again. In this clip here, I'm turning right heading towards Sutton train station. When I see this Audi coming towards me. Now I don't know whether he's trying to be cool with his arm out the window. You're supposed to have 2 hands on the steering wheel. How the hell are you going to answer your phone with your hand out the window like that? That's a little bit better, isn't it? A bit more realistic. Now, moving on. This here used to be a zebra crossing. They stopped it being a zebra crossing a few years back because the traffic was so bad because of people getting into the station. The cars just could not go. But we're not here for that as such. We're going to be going to the rear camera to start the whole clip yet again. We're looking at this guy over here on the pavement, the cyclist. I can't even get my pointer on the man. I'm all over the place. That Audi's put me right off. So he shouldn't be on the pavement. It's not a shared pathway or anything like that. He should be on the road. I don't know why he's not on the road. And am I allowed to say he is a professional cyclist? Because he's actually doing this for a living. He's got the pack on his back where he delivers food. So we've not only got professional drivers now, we've got professional cyclists maybe? I don't know. So as you can see, he's joint the road where he should be. And he's joint here with Mrs. Happy behind him. We're back at the crossing. That's not a crossing, if you know what I mean. and he just rides straight through it. Well done. Mrs. Happy stopped. There she is. She's also a professional cyclist.
Got no fucking brains, have they? No brains whatsoever, cyclist.
Now we're coming up to a red light. Will these two professional cyclists stop at the red light? Mrs. Happy done really well the first time. Will she do it the second?
Obviously. Red lights you've just gone through there. Don't worry about it though.
1v1.
In the last video I went to Shrewsbury. This now is me coming back home from Shrewsbury.
Well, it's an 8 o'clock kickoff, and you're going to get all the build up on talks.
Now this car here, it can see me. It's looking straight at me. I'm on a roundabout, priority to the right.
Phone calls in afterwards as well.
Yeah, you should have gone, shouldn't you?
It's open from 10 p.m. Jamie's going to be on that as well after he's playing golf.
So we'll follow this car to the next junction, shall we? I do believe all these cars that keep making these silly little mistakes all the time eventually make one great big one where someone gets hurt. I could follow this thing all day and I bet it makes loads of these little mistakes. As you can see, look at the sign, it's arrows, turning left, another one turning left, and it leaves it right to the very last second to get over.
And then go to the outside lane.
We're looking at the Audi again on the right hand side to me there. It comes across, doesn't leave me a great deal of braking distance at 50 miles an hour. And for all you people, you lane hogging brigade that have a pop at me, obviously you can see the lorry there, so I cannot move over.
Yeah, maybe it runs to a single.
Yeah, there's quite a few Audis in this selection of clips today. We'll speed it up. He obviously wants to get off at this next junction, but so do I. But I know that it goes into two lanes, so there's no reason to do what he's doing. But obviously he doesn't know that it goes into two lanes, so get into the correct lane earlier. So that's not great braking distance for the lorry behind as well now. So that's twice. So as it comes to the turn off, you'll see it goes into two lanes, so there's no problem. But he doesn't want to be going straight on, which is basically the lane that he's in. He wants to go left, so he's in the wrong lane. What I'm showing you here is me coming onto the slip road just to show you that I didn't cut anybody up. The lorry's played ball and got into the inside lane, and I'm not cutting anybody up. I have to do that for my haters who try and pick on everything. So that Audi there has done it again. He's got it in front. He could have gone behind that lorry, but he couldn't be asked. He has to be in front. I'm going to speed it up here just to show you what I mean, that the lorries can be in either lane. Now we're looking at this car back here. Guess what? It's another bloody Audi. It's got plenty of room to get in behind that blue lorry there, because he also wants to be turning left at this junction. But in true Audi fashion, they've got to be in front. So up he comes. It's a 50 mile an hour speed limit with cameras, which is probably why he's not booting it down here.
I like it. Did you have a wry smile, Roy, when what was considered not good enough 2 years ago was considered good enough to salvage the club's decline in this season? And you got
So what's he going to do? He needs to be in that lane where that lorry is.
You know, that's actually an interpretation of what was considered not good enough 2 years ago. I mean, the fact is, every match or every year that you work at a club, you work in certain circumstances. And I've got to say that I'm probably as proud, if not prouder.
Notice he's already turning before he bloody indicates.
Yeah, we had 29 points.
And he's left the lorry loads of braking distance.
Points after 28 games.
Quality bit of driving from an Audi again.
It's very diplomatic, Roy, but we both know as a former chairman,
Always an
if
Audi.
someone doesn't renew your contract.
Quiz time, quiz time.
Okay, an easy one today. Question: am I lane hogging for this to happen? A, yes, or B, no. Pretty straightforward.
This weekend, and they're flying at the moment. They're up to 3rd place in the league, and really good plan.
I can almost hear you all shouting yes, yes, yes already. Even though it's taken me 26 seconds to get to that white car. That's still classed as lane hogging, yeah? 26 seconds. If you look at the timer on the dash cam down there, you'll see it was 26 seconds. But that would still be considered lane hogging in a lot of people's books, yeah? And as you see, I move over. But now I'm going to show you the clip again. From further back, obviously. Bit of a trick question. As you can see, that's the blue car that undertook me. I'm overtaking it. And before I can move over, he obviously don't like being overtaken. Then does that. Now, there is no point in me moving over to overtake that white car because I'm almost there at the same time as the blue car.
Late for your indicator, mate. Already gone past one lane, you dear.
But some of you will still say this is lane hogging. I know you will. So while we're on the subject of lane hogging, people will class this as lane hogging. As I'm about to overtake this lorry, people do expect me to get into there when I am approaching the next lorry. This is how stupid it is on the message board, or the comment section I should say. They expect me to get in there to move straight back out again to overtake this lorry. Now these are the same people that want me to move over here now, that as I'm approaching this junction will be saying, why are you not in the middle lane to let these people out? Instead of being in this lane, why am I not in the middle lane? Because you're coming up to a junction. I tell you, they are the same people. So you can't win. And people will be saying, but you're lane hogging again. But this is the High Wycombe. This is a really steep hill. I know I'm going to be catching that lorry up there in seconds. So what's the point of me moving over? For 5 or 10 seconds? There's no point. Changing lanes constantly is dangerous as well. I wouldn't have done what this car has done. That's no braking distance at all for me. Thanks very much. And as I get past the lorry, some people will say, why are you not moving over to the left? Because in about 10 seconds time, I will be overtaking that van. It's just common sense of there's no point in moving over. As I say, it's dangerous to keep changing lanes constantly back and forth. But now we're looking at this black car in front of me. It's in a lane to overtake that car to its left. But it swaps to goes to the inside to undertake it. I don't understand that one. When it could have just done what I do, is to overtake it on the right hand side while I'm even moving over. And in this one, I'm coming up to a slip road that's coming on, and I don't move over to the middle lane because I know that that slip road's got a really long road. It's got a really long run up to it, so you don't have to come in. You don't have to come in here where he's planning to come in. You've got a long slip road to build up your speed, but he wants to come in right there. And he's so slow to see me, it's unbelievable. With the slowest reaction time I've ever seen in my life. I've seen milk turn faster than this. It's a joke. You watch him swerve in a second. He swerves now. See that swerve? What is that all about? And you saw the length of the slip road, yeah? And that he wasn't going fast enough because I'm moving away from him. He should be up to my speed when he hits that road. Now, I'm in the middle lane again, yes. But I am overtaking. Look, so it's not lane hogging. I'm about to overtake this white car as well. And I will soon be overtaking the one on the left. But we're looking at the truck on the right-hand side that is coming off the next turn off. Why he's out there, I do not know. Could see it a mile away that what he was going to do. He has to even hit his brakes to come in behind that white van. Shocking bit of driving. Anyway, that's my rant over about middle lane hogging. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. See you later. Bye.